Lucky Me is essentially a romantic play. It's a love story. And while the play has some perhaps darker themes in it, it's essentially a romantic comedy. And it's my hope that people will respond to it in that way. I think that it's kind of sentimental. You know, it feels to me in some ways like, and in fact, the most flattering thing that's been said about the play is that one of the New Jersey critics referred to it as vintage Neil Simon. And I'm a huge Neil Simon fan. I'm a huge Woody Allen fan. And so I've tried to write something that that is reminiscent and makes one think back to some of those vintage classic comedies that we have in the American theater. One of the things that was in the back of my mind about this play, and it's something that was a little worrisome to me, was the fact that it has quite a lot of technical demands. And one of the things that I've been thrilled to see in the Riverside production is how going for the low-tech solution to the problem is in some ways the strongest solution. As I prepare the play for publication, I'm trying to create a second document which helps producers navigate some of the technical demands, the leaking roof, the hockey pucks that crash through the window, the glasses that continually break, and working with Jody and with the technical staff here, we've been able to figure out some really low-tech and very affordable solutions to those otherwise tricky problems. And now I feel very confident to be able to create that definitive draft of the play, which all kinds of theaters, small and large, will be able to do across the country. The National and New Play Network is an organization of 30-plus theaters across the country, all professional theaters that are like-minded in that they support and produce and champion the work of new playwrights. The Rolling World Premiere gives the playwright an opportunity to revise the play in numerous cities with different creative teams, different casts, different directors, different configuration of the set, and to hear the play with a different audience. And so it's an invaluable tool for a playwright to be able to have that live experience with an audience, particularly as you're refining the play and getting it ready for a publication. Most of what you do as a playwright is in private. You know, it's just you and the blank page. But you can't know exactly what you have in your hands as a playwright until you see it in a theater with a live audience and with actors who've been painstakingly working out all of the things which you've just imagined, you know, and put on paper. So I can't think of a better organization or a better process to help a playwright refine a play over subsequent performances. It's hard to get a first production of a play, but it's even harder to get a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth production of the play. And so the National New Play Network champions those second, third, fourth productions, and that's what makes it different than almost any theater organization in the country. Well, I'm not sure if this is unique to me as a playwright, but I found out actually just a few years ago, because my kids told me, that I talk out loud when I type. And it doesn't matter how often I type a line, I say it over and over again. I finished a new play, and I said to my kids, "Hey, do you want me to tell you about this new play?" And they said, "Dad, we already know what it's about." And they regurgitated the entire plot in all of its detail. because over the weeks and months that I've been writing it, they'd heard me say the dialogue over and over and over and over again. And I think that I suspect that other playwrights do that because it's, you know, dialogue is intended to be spoken aloud. It's not intended to be read and only entertained in the imagination of a reader. It has to be said by actors. And so how the words sound are as important to me as their sense. I tend to think of a script like a musical score. That it's not just about me delineating in the script what the notes are, but I should also delineate what instruments I imagine playing those notes. And so, to me, that's also the experience of hearing the play for the first time. Does it sound right? Does it have the right pace, the right shape, the right inflection or dynamic? And that's what I spend most of my time doing in rehearsal, is just listening to the music of the play.